to me, I know that fish. That's benign, it's been caught once already this week.
Fucking benign, you. That didn't sound staged, did it?
Alright, dogleg swim. This is where matey boy Dave's fishing. Took a 44-pound mirror this morning amongst 3 others. Went a bit manic. Lovely looking swim. Plenty of weed beds out there to negotiate. Certainly looks nice. Trouble is, the hottest part of the day now and the fish ain't moving. So I'll take this opportunity and have a little wander around the lake and see different swims. Get them on video. On video! Fucker.
Looking out across the boneyard swim. You've got the far margins to fish to there that are quite appealing with the trees. You've got all these weed beds. Same as most of the other swims, to be fair. Weed beds, you just have to negotiate and find the little holes. Good swim, catches a lot of fish. Right, I come round here yesterday for a bit of stalking. There were lots and lots of bubblers in the clear areas out there. Unfortunately I didn't get anything, but never mind, I gave it a try. This swim's called Sunrise. Again, you've got the far margin to fish to there. Lots of little clear areas, and you've got the edge of the weed beds to the left and the right. Trotting along the southern arm. Taking a walk along the track down the southern arm. Some of these further swims away, where you get the carp nestled in the weed, away from all the pressure. I bagged a couple myself out of here earlier in the week, as you know, up to 41 pounds into a swim that I can't remember the name of. That helps. That helps, but as you can see, really weedy. Holes in the weed. Let's take a trip to the water's edge. Far margins to fish to. Overhanging trees just over there. As Paul informs me, it is called.
This one's called Leaning Tree.
Leaning Tree. As to the leaning tree over there. Those nice far margins. Holes in the weed. Good swim this apparently, but as you can see, choked with weed at the moment.
Jungle warfare.
And you can still catch a fish. Let's move on. Well, here I am, sitting in Rocky Bay, the swim that I've fished up the southern arm the most. Done 2 nights in here for 3 fish. One night I wasn't well, but hey ho, I didn't have the rods out. My favourite swim on the lake, funnily enough, even though it's tucked up the southern arm. I love it up here. Perfect little stalky, sneak a fish out swim. Plenty to aim for. Fish show themselves. They give you a nice surprise in the night time. What a place this fishery is. Hello, dude. Do you want me to give you a nice surprise in the night time? Right, this swim's called Snag Bay. I had a mooch down here on Monday night to fish the night, and the end result was 2 40s, 42.8 and a 41.2 common. Both taken from that far margin bush, literally clipping the leaves on the way in. I've got the throwing stick out, fired 70 baits around it, had the 42.8 mirror, next cast, same spot, a few more boilies, 41.2 common. What a night.
Now if you want proper jungle warfare, this is the place to be. This is Billy No Mates As you can see, very, very weedy. There is a few holes to fish to. You see the fish bubbling up in the holes. Plop a lead straight on them. Also, if you look over on the far margin, it's very shady over there at this time of day, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few sitting under there. Be a good spot to hit. But as you can see, the bass, there's lots of bass swimming around down there. If you'd better pick them up on this camera. There's lots of bass swimming around up here as well. But I would say this isn't for the faint-hearted. Dave gave it a go for one night. Unfortunately, didn't catch anything. It's a long way to come. That's why it's called Billy No Mates. But it could be worth a shot for someone. If they like the solitude of being on their own, and you don't mind a bit of jungle warfare.
Fish do move up here.
Oh God, yeah. I should imagine they move up here when there's a lot of pressure in the main bowl.
And they will show themselves. It's all about right place, right time. Don't be afraid to be mobile.
We certainly haven't.
We certainly haven't.
This is looking out from the swim called the Reeds. This is where Dave was fishing at the beginning of the week. He managed to winkle 2 out of this swim, up to £30. Again, a little bit of weed in front, but that's easy to deal with. Again, in this swim, look out for the bubblers. Fish to them. Right, looking out from middles. At this present time, this is a bit clearer of weed. There's a nice clear spot right in front there. Right opposite is the roll box, where Lee's fishing at the moment, Lee Cotton. So peaceful. It's just so hot at the moment though. There doesn't seem to be any fish moving at all at the moment. It's quite a sexy little swim actually. I sort of overlooked this one as I walked past. Big common. I don't know how much you can see of this on film, but
Oh, there's another one the other side of that tree. 3 foot to her right.
that is going one huge common.
Pan out to your right and you'll see another one on the other side of that tree. Here we have a view in Keith's back garden. His little jetty from outside of his house. A view down the lake, a little bit of the eastern arm to the left, right down the southern arm, all the way down the bottom of there. Oh, sorry about that. Quickly needs to focus. The end of the southern arm, where you've got Billy No Mates, Rockies, Sunrise, just to name a few. Back to the main bowl, where we've just seen some mighty fish. Let's hope we can have a few tonight. Here we have the gravel bar, where we tell our tales over a beer or two. Here we are in first pontoon with Martin. He's had a couple of fish out, up to 35 something. Fishing in the weed, under the trees, out in the open water, and to the dam wall off to his right hand side.
Pontoon 2. Looking over to Pampas where I am and Mistletoe where Lee is, dead opposite. I think Mikey spent a night in here, didn't do any good. But still a nice looking swim.
Here we are, looking at the Royal Box, across to what is the Middles and Reed swim, where Dave, matey boy's bivvy is. Open water fishing, in the weed, over the weed, and to lily pads in front, about 80 yards. Good swim, produced a few fish. over the course of the last 4 days.
Here we are in the Oaks. This has been the hot swim of the week. This is where these two chaps have been fishing. Mikey and Lee.
That's where Benign came from. 53.
This lucky fella here has just had the benign. Tell us the weight.
53.6.
Is that a PB?
Just
Only by past 28 pounds.
Fair play. Good angling.
I'm waiting for tomorrow morning to come round and someone to come and kick me out.
All the fish
Martin or me?
have been holed up along that.
You've had a cut of 40s,
Oh,
haven't
Martin.
you?
4 fish.
Yeah, we've cut them in 40s, isn't it? Exactly.
That's
I've
only 4
only
fish though.
I've only had
Complain
12. I don't know what you're worrying about.
Yeah,
I've only had 5.
I'm on 11.
3 40s though, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
I got my nice mid-30s common that I wanted when I got here last night. Finally.
Nice.
Torpedo.
It's actually not very weedy out the front of there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's nice. Don't like weed.
Weed is
bad.
good.
No, weed's bad.
Weed is good.
Bad, bad and good. Bad weedy goodness.
And so to the final swim on our little journey around the lake. The evening pitch. That's the new dam wall. And the stock pond behind that. A few weed beds, but look at those lovely margins. That's where I'll be putting a bait if I was in this swim. Absolutely lovely. My first impressions when I first turned up, I looked at this swim and thought, shall I go in here? I wish I had. Pucker looking swim. And it goes out, looking down to the southern arm, back out into the main bowl. This is the stock pond where the little beauties are growing on before they go into the main lake.
No, she's peeling line.
Well, I can see her. Bring her this way and I'll net her out here if you want.
I think she's a bit angry.
Well, yeah, I know. I've just
Wouldn't you be?
put my finger up her arse. Zombie. Still coming?
Yeah. That's it, good man.
No, it's still locked up.
No, she's around you somewhere, but it's still, it don't feel right. It's still really heavy.
Right, hang on.
If you make your way back, she's down under your feet.
Yeah, I know. I've had hold of her.
Is it a big one?
It's hard to say, but she's got a belly on her. It's a lump. I've got her.
Good boy.
Can't see what's up though. She's only little.
It's only a little one.
Yeah, she's only little. Let's get back up here and see I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's that line or if she's not hooked right. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Have you got your lead there? You can bite it off. Just leave the lead in the bottom of the net.
Don't lose the fish though.
No, she's alright. She's hooked lovely.
She's going to swim out,
You
mate.
swim out, be careful.
No, she's not. I've got this other end here. Jungle warfare.
Love it. Oh, careful.
Well, 50-50 this one, shall we? It's not a big lump.
You say that.
Yeah, she's not a big lump, mate.
Looks like a 20 to me.
She's alright.
She's not a big one. She's just very happy. She's not in. That's what I saw. I thought she was dead. I thought she was foul. Look, when I saw that this night, it's just marks on her. She's good as gold. It must have been that green sunny on her.
I'm going to quickly grab this one.
So we're going to put it in the net. Put it in the mat. Go on.
That's what I'm going to do. Oh. Yeah, it's under 20, mate.
She's 30. They look alright.
Yeah, mate, they look good.
28.
28 and
Epic battle.
epic.
In the weed.
Epic battle.
Went in for it. There's the result.
One wet angler.
Yep.
One
Job
unhappy
done.
fish.
Job done, mate.
Let's get that thing out of the way.
They've stayed out.
Sod you, I'm gone.
Just as you got
Yeah,
her up
mate.
as well.
Cheers, Bill. Thank you very much. Thank you. 28 and worth every pound.